do it in front of the...
Go over there. Good? All right, it's Friday. We're live. We have a bunch of new stuff to talk about, but we're going to keep this relatively short and sweet because we got a lot of stuff to do because next week is
SEMA.
That's right. We got all kinds of stuff going on. We got new videos dropping. So here on the PowerNation channel, if you haven't already seen it, we have a brand new Under the Hood. This is a really, really cool feature on a really, really cool car. It's a 2011 M3 BMW. It's driven by a madman, Brendan Greaves. He is a professional drifter sponsored by Hot Shot Secrets. We were able to get that car in here before he actually brought in the building. I think he burned like 3 tires in the parking lot out there.
Something like that.
It was absolutely wild. So we go over the whole car. We talk about the engine package, the suspension package, the transmission, everything. Even if you don't care about any of that, definitely go give it a watch because he rips a bunch of donuts in the parking lot. He drifts around all the cars in the parking lot. It's wild. It's a really, really cool episode. So that's brand new. So make sure you go check that out. And speaking of SEMA, and the reason we are in the Dirt and Trail shop is because you guys have a SEMA project that it's already on the way. It's already going, but you have a truck that is going to SEMA. So what is it? Tell us about it and where it's going to be.
All right, so it is going to be at the Nissan booth, so front and center. It is going to be out there. It's Project Rapid Runner. Start of life is in 25 Nissan Frontier. You guys might have seen it last year as Project Trailgater. We brought it back and did a full dirt and trails treatment on it. We did a Titan swap on it. I made some custom tube doors, did more sanding than I ever wanted to do in my life doing so. Other than that, I shouldn't say other than that. We also threw in a whole bunch of Nismo parts onto this, and it is over the top. Like, you're gonna wanna watch it. November 7th is when both episodes go live, so make sure you watch that. We're gonna have a double header. And then on the 14th, we are gonna be doing a live Q&A.
That's right. So if you have any questions about the project, if you haven't seen it, I've seen a bunch of press releases already on it. I know there's a project page that you can go to if you look up Project Rapid Runner. If you're at SEMA, definitely go check it out because it's going to be front and center in the Nissan booth. And if you have any questions about the project, put them in this chat right now, or if you're watching it after, make sure you drop a comment because you and Eric are going to be answering those questions on the 14th when you go live, right?
Correct, yes.
Awesome. Yeah. So we actually, speaking of, heads up, we will probably not be going live next week because we're going to be at SEMA. We're going to be super busy. There's all kinds of stuff to see and do and everything like that. So just a heads up, we're going to take a break next week on the lives on Fridays. But you will see all kinds of social media content from PowerNation, Engine Power, Dirt and Trails, all the shops. There's going to be all kinds of cool social media content from SEMA. We'll be sending that out so you guys can see what we think is cool while we're there and some of the new products and things like that.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you see us out there, make sure you say hi.
Yeah. What else? Okay, PowerNation 2 has a brand new video that is up right now. It is a full build from the horsepower days with Joe and Mike. So it is an 86 Monte Carlo. The project name is Mighty Carlo, kind of fun. Big block swap, manual transmission. I know they chassis down it before and after and picked it up a bunch. So make sure you go check that out if you want to check out some vintage horsepower day episodes. Those are always really fun to watch. Go back and kind of reminisce about the cool times back then. And what else? Let's see. I think that's all the new stuff that's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have all kinds of stuff going on in here. I see this is back in here, so you're back on your Kaiser project, it looks like?
Yes, we are. We are doing some axles. I know we got springs that came in this morning, so hopefully in the next week or two, this thing will be back sitting underneath its own weight, but we'll see. And then we're getting close to doing some big changes in a short amount of time on it. But I'm stoked. I'm
excited.
This is my brainchild. So we got enough parts for phase 1, and then phase 2 we actually might be stealing one of your engines from there and throwing it in there.
I am all cool with that. That's the cool thing about, like, I don't want to say basic projects, but Spartan projects like this, you can really get creative because you don't have a lot of, don't have as much stuff to work around. If you're starting with a very basic vehicle that's like old school like this, that's where you can get creative and do all kinds of fun stuff. So I'm really excited to see that. Speaking of engines, we just finished our Junkyard LS. I don't know if you remember that. We got a 5.3 Junkyard, put a turbo on it. We just did a full kind of refresh on that thing. Still a budget build, but we did put a forged piston in it. We put a cam and spring kit in it. We used the stock crank, stock rods, stock heads, did swap intake. We dressed it up, so this thing actually made a huge transformation. It looks way better now. It looks like a true swap engine. Put the turbo back on it, and we literally just finished dynoing it like 2 days ago. So keep an eye out for that stuff as well, because that'll be coming soon as a new episode. Yeah. And man, I think that's all the updates. I can't think of much else. SEMA's a crazy time for us because we have all kinds of things going on. We are wrapping up one season. We are getting ready for another season. We're getting ready for SEMA, making sure we have all of our stuff lined out. We have vehicles going. Those are always a crunch to get those done and out the door safely and everything. So
it's also just a time for, like, in general, big announcements, not just from the industry, but I got a feeling there's going to be a few coming out of the house here.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's such a great time for the industry. It's one of my favorite times because between SEMA and PRI, there's so much action that happens, and SEMA goes by so quickly. It's 4 days long, but it goes by so quickly because there's so much stuff going on. I mean, we have a bunch of stuff going on over there. I know you're doing some appearances, right, with your project as well.
Yeah, Monday we'll be at a Nissan media only invite part at the Vegas Motor Speedway, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have a speaking engagement, both Eric and I, on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, at the Nissan booth itself, where they're just going to go through all the builders and just pick their brains and go from there.
Yeah, so talk about all the crazy stuff you guys did while you're building it. And
all exactly, that. Yeah. How many late nights and midnights did you spend and all that other good stuff.
Very cool. So yeah, action-packed week. I'm really excited to see all the new stuff. See all the manufacturers and all the people that we know in the industry. They've all come out with new stuff. I'm really excited to see all that. So I think it's going to be a great week. And then so I think that's all our general shop updates, and I think that's good. Yeah. Did we miss anything? Okay. So Dirt and Trails new episodes next week. We will not be going live next week because we will be at SEMA. There's a brand new Under the Hood on PowerNation with a twin turbo 1300 horsepower drift car, so go check that out. And on the week after, on the 14th, Dirt and Trails will be going live to talk about their SEMA project, which is going to be at SEMA, their rapid runner truck. And so make sure you subscribe to PowerNation. Make sure you check out social medias for PowerNation, Dirt and Trails, Engine Power, and all the above. And we will keep you guys updated as stuff progresses. All right, happy Friday.
Cheers.